Bum, 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 bum. Talk about cutting it close. Hmm? Let's see. Let's go to view page. Make sure I'm on. Yes, I am. Holy cow! Talk about cutting it close, huh? I said 4 o'clock, and they delivered it pretty much at 4 o'clock. Which usually, when I get stuff from FedEx, it's a lot earlier. But because I had a sign for it, I think that's why it was later. Very simple. I wanted to do something a little different, but I'm still going to keep on that same train of thought. Juice Gnaw. Is this an actual copy backers will receive at home? Yeah. There's nothing different about it. If you have the promo box coming, you're going to get that, and you're going to see everything. Very quickly, we're not going to look at the minis right away, because the thing that's going to make this a little different is I'm going to show you what the game plan is and how you can paint this very quickly, and how I want to break it down. Now, I wanted to get the box in and actually spray paint using the primers I want to use. Different color primers for different things. We'll go over that. I've game planned everything out so we can be efficient and show you a lot of different things, and that's the main thing. I don't want to make this a 2-hour extravaganza, but what I do want to do is not dwell so much on the parts. I'll talk about certain things, give you a look, all right, and not go, oh, look at the plastic, oh, look at the cover. No, you want to see what's inside. Let's show you what's inside. Let's talk about the things that and how we're going to go forward. We have a lot of work here to do, so we can get to the 2 gameplays that we want to do. We want to do 1 live crawl video, and we want to do an adventure book, adventure. You know, start our characters and show you how that progresses. So those 2 things are the main things that we want to do. We want to get to that point. I've studied very hard and planned a lot of things out for this, so this is going to be a very big week for Middara. So let's give it a go. All right, let's go down to the table. All right, so you have to show off gray minis. I know it's a first. All right, here's our box. I'm trying to make sure that I have my camera right. Okay, and I'm just going to pull this right off. Like I said, I'm going to move this over to the side. We're going to take a look at these bad boys later. Let's just talk about what we have in here and how it all is going to work and what our game plan is. And we do have a great game plan, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Kind of all over the place here. These bags here, very simple. You're going to be stuffing your character in here. These are going to hold your character. So you have 4 characters and you're taking them on this adventure. Well, of course, you're not going to be able to sit and play this game. There's just no way to sit down and play this entire thing in its entirety. And you're going to have these bags here to put everything away. You have your large, medium, and should be small right there. Yes. Small hidden deck cards. These are secret things that are going to happen throughout the game. Yesterday, we here's some of your standard actions. You're going to have these cards to go off of. We had talked about this ad nauseum yesterday. I wanted to make sure that we really cover this and make sure that you guys have everything that you need going into this, so you understand what is going on. Yesterday we had talked about characters. Okay, this is your stamina. Okay, this is what you are going to be using. You start with 3 stamina. Now, one thing that I think people are going to get confused about is that you have to use all your stamina and that you can't carry it over. You can carry it over, but you cannot carry it over any more than dots that you have, and the standard is 5. So the most you can have is 5. So if you have 4 stamina that you decided not to use one turn, and the next turn you refresh, you can only get 1 that'll take you to the highest number, which is 5. So that's something that you need to know. Your movement, your health, your armor. Very important things that are coming. Conviction, casting, and then of course your stats, because you're going to have certain tests that you're going to run throughout the game. All right. Another Dutchie. Hey, all the Dutch are awesome. We all love the Dutch. And Chris says, "Go Patriots." Well, they are the champions, my brother. They are the champions. Never thought I'd see a game that comes with more cards than Kingdom Death Monster. You and me both. These here, ooh, these are actually open. This looked like it got a little banged. I'm not worried about it. Hey, we got the game, and we're going to make the best of it. I'm not one of those OCD people. These are your disciplines. These are going to play heavy. We'll explain this even further. You're going to have common equipment. These are actually, what they do is they're upgrades. Like this red one here is a weapon upgrade. It's going to give you an ability on your thing. You can exhaust it and do counter. Now, counter normally would cost you a stamina. Okay, so you would have to hold a stamina. If you have this attached to your weapon, you wouldn't have to do that. Combat loot, of course. Initiative cards. These are the these here are your initiative cards. All the characters are here, and what you're going to do is you're going to deal out, depending on what you have, creatures and heroes and so forth and so on, and you're going to go off that order and continuously. These are weapons and armor. These are mundane. Okay, there are different values, and man, there's just tons and tons and even more. Wow, jeez. Cards, cards, cards. And hey, who doesn't want some badass armor, right? You must be actually the first person unboxing this thing. Glad I caught it. Well, I'm glad you caught it, Juice. Raw Lord, how are you? Hey Rob, usually you say you don't back Kickstarters. Why the change of heart? This is not a backed Kickstarter. What this is they asked me if I would do the work on this. So, oh, look what this got banged up. And yeah, you see, this is one of those things that just got banged up in shipping, but that's okay. We can make that work. I can get one of these anywhere and fix it. That's a shame. That's okay. It happens. Like I said, I'm not worried, you know, the condition of this copy. They were nice enough to send this to me. This is a review copy. We are going to take this from review status all the way through. We are going to run through this entire game and do them justice. They were nice enough to consider us to review it. We are going to give this game the full treatment that it deserves. So there you go. Here are your rare weapons and armor and stuff like that. They become higher in value. They have different passive upgrades. And exhausting is basically, well, you know, that word that we can't use. Am I hearing the stamina incorrectly? I love how he says that. Well, I can't say the word. Okay, it's a very bad accent that I have. It's just the way I say stamina. And plus, I'm trying to talk quick, so that doesn't help things either. So if you want somebody that talks correctly, well, I'm sure there's going to be 1,000 people that are going to be out there doing this. But we're going to really do it extensively and say things incorrectly. What are these? Oh, these are some more consumable common consumables. These are more of those disciplines that we were talking about, if you saw the other video that we did. Let's see. Every week, Succubus would ask me who should get a review copy, and every week I gave him the same answer, Rob Orn. Well, thank you. These are going to go underneath the miniatures. Now, I want to show you... Oh, gee, I don't know if they have those cards out where we can take a look at them. Oh, yeah, they... Hold on. Because I do have some here. And I want to show you why you're going to need those. Because there's going to be more than one figure of the same type of creature. Let's see if we have those creatures. Ah, here we go. See how these are different colored? So what you're going to do is you're going to have this one that would be considered 1, and then 3 and 4. And by putting these bases on, you'll be able to tell the different ones, especially when you are attributing wounds to these current creatures. Boy, that art, I just wonder what I'm going to do and how I'm going to bring out that red. I really don't want to ruin it. We'll get to it, though. Tons of dice. The dice are very important, and I'm going to explain this a little further going through. Like I said, I don't want to sit here and talk about the thing It's all good, man. Loving the stream. Thanks, Juice. Like I said, I may not come clear or anything like that. You know, I have a really bad accent. It is what it is. This is what happens when you live in Florida. And tiles. These are the tiles, and look how many you get. You're going to get a ton of these. So, you know, again, when we are going through, I don't want to spoil anything either, but here's the adventure book. And to put in the time on this adventure book, I mean, look at the thickness here. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, don't you think? Holy cow. Now, this thing that's all tore up is the thing that would go over these certain areas and you would decipher stuff. We'll make the best of it. You can make one of these out of just anything virtually. And I'm not worried about that. If this is the worst that got banged up and crunched, it's the last thing I'm worried about. Trust me. The book is fantastic. You're gonna play all the way through this. This is your D&D night. Okay, this book is strictly your D&D night, and that's the best way to put it. You are gonna sit there and you are gonna play D&D basically, and go through, start your characters at complete zero and work their way through this entire booklet. Yeah, good luck with that. We're gonna try to do it too. Holy cow. This is your crawl book, okay? The crawl book here has 5 scenarios. This is, you get a bunch of friends together one night that never played anything like this and say, hey, let's give it a go. Hour, 2 hours, boom, you're ready to go. We are going to make sure that we do our first one here, which, I forgot what they call these guys already. I've only said it like 900 times. I think it's cave sickles. I'm pretty positive. Yeah, these things are nasty. We're going to be painting them tomorrow anyways. This is a side quest, okay? A very intentional side quest, which is very cool. And between the two books, the crawl book and the adventure book, these are the things that you're going to need for like setups, and there's going to be secrets in here. We don't want to give this away, okay? And then, of course, this magnificent rule book. I've read this thing before I even got my hands on it 5 or 6 times, and it's really, really... there's a crawl book in case you don't want to play the story mode. That's more or less what I was saying. If you don't want to go into the story mode, you could play the crawl book, and it has enough content to really keep you going for a bit. You make the choices so you won't hit all in one play, though. But yeah. People call Gloomhaven the Descent Killer. I think this game would be the true Descent Killer. Leroy... I kind of agree with that. All right, so anyways, one of the things that I want to point out, remember we were talking about the dice. They have everything here. You're going to want to take this and copy this. You're going to want to copy these pages right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to laminate them, because that's going to take a lot out. I have these already printed, okay, which are fantastic. And there you go. All right. Let's try to get this bad boy out here. All right, bear with me. Hopefully none of this is all banged up. All right. Here's your map. Okay. This is, you're going to go to be different parts during the adventure book on this beautiful, beautiful map. This is really, I mean, the art on this thing is just ridiculous. Let's face it. Then we have your tokens, but here's the nice part. You do not have to play with the figures, but why wouldn't you, right? I mean, oh, let me turn that a little bit. These are it's just something else. I mean, these guys are just brilliant. That's all I have to say. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. You're going to want to break up all these tokens. It's going to take you a little bit. Oh, they're cut pretty nice, so they just pop right out. But I don't want to do that right now because I want to make sure that I have the things I need. More, you can actually just play, like I said, with the tokens. And we have other things, wound tokens. And, of course, more of all this fantastic, unbelievable goodness and things. All right, so let me try to get this back in the box somehow, some way. The one thing I really want to do, and I'm going to show you a few other things before we really head in a certain direction. because I'm going to leave these miniatures out no matter what. Because, after all, we got to do some work on them. All right, let's see if I can remember if this can go back the same way. I doubt it. All right, that. This thing is really banged up. I'm going to sandwich this in between this book here. There we go. See, we find a way for everything. The hidden cards, fantastic. You know, I've really taken the time to really study this, especially when they asked me 2 months ago if I would take a look at this. And I said, yeah, sure. I would definitely do it because I think I take it very seriously when somebody considers me to do something like this. So not only are you going to get a playthrough like everybody else is going to do, but you're going to learn how to paint this, because if you have this, why not paint it? And the thing is, some of you don't paint. Well, guess what? I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you how you can do this and pull this off. And we're going to make it really easy for you. Okay, I'm going to put these in here. These are from the expansion over here, and I'm going to show you that real quick. Some more of these here. There we go. All right, let's move this out of the way for a second here. There we go. And I'll show you the cover of the box one more time so you guys just see. I mean, I've got big hands, and this is a very big box, very heavy box. All right, let me read some of these comments, because I always consider it rude when people don't answer comments, and I'm sorry. Raw Lord, the Stefano needs to come retail. Okay, Godzilla Lover, you know we love you. What am I doing? I got to make you... Godzilla Lover is a usual person. She is now a moderator on the channel, so don't tick her off. Oh, I did make her a moderator. Neutral, I believe he's in moderator already. I'm just making sure I didn't miss any comments from you guys or any questions that you had. Hey Rob, when is the first playthrough? Good question. I think it's gonna take me 3.5 days to paint all this, and then I want to do it completely painted. I want to give you guys a real good view of it. Let me just switch to the top here real quick, and there we go. We're just for a second. Like I said, okay, there we go. Sorry I missed, but what is this? Player count. 1 to 4, I believe. 1 to 5. I'll tell you in a second. It's in the book, of course. You know, it's a 30-pound game, for crying out loud. I believe... Oh, that was great. I hit the microphone. Hey, the most non-professional gaming podcast you will ever see here. Big Bang, how are you? I just received my copy of Hate from Kmon today. The box is probably as big as one of Middara. Oh, very cool. 1 to 4 co-op. Yep, sorry, thank you. I wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure. You painting tonight as well, or another day? Tomorrow we are doing a live painting. Oh, here, turn it this way. We're doing a live painting tomorrow. I'm going to be able to do I'm going to be able to do a half of the things in about 1.5 hours for you. So I'm going to have them prepped. Then each day for the next 3 days will be a taped version where it'll be sped up, but you'll be able to understand it. This way you're not sitting there trying to go through an hour live feed or something, you know, after the fact or something. I want to be able to condense it down to about 15 minutes where you can see a couple of figures get painted, get the idea, and I show you how to flow through it very quickly. And I think that's the best way that we're going to handle that. Wow, Rob, I'm humbled and honored. Oh, of course I'm honored. Scott Patrick, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, let's go to the other feed. I want to show you. Well, I want to show you what else we got. We did get the promotional pack. So I'm going to just pull this out real quick. Again, I don't want to make this one of those boring unboxes. Oh, look, and, you know, I never understand certain things. These are some of the other figures. Right away, I'm going to add some of these, but some of these are for the pirate deck or whatever, the pirate thing. And until I figure it out, I'm not going to worry too much. I may just paint them anyways, knowing me, if I blow through these as quickly as I think I will. But let's go back to the other view and let's take a look at some more of Middara. If I can find how to get you over there. And boom. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. All right. Now, one of the things I start doing in my head, and I'm going to pop this cover off, and I really want you guys to see what we have here. You got to remember, I'm opening this the first time as you guys are, so. All right. Now, we got these cave sicklers here, which are 6 of them. There's 6 of them. I'm going to be priming these red. I have a special red primer that I want to use, and then I'm going to build out from there, okay? So we're going to prime them a flat red, okay? And what I want to do is I want to get it primed and then go right into a very deep wash, a dark wash. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build that color out, because according to the pictures I've been studying, that would be fine. We're also going to prime red these wolves, these fire wolves, and we're basically going to do the same thing, only we're going to build out but lighter, extremely lighter. So right there, that's 6, 9 guys that we have planned right off the bat. And I believe these guys are the first in the cave dwell system there. Now our animates, this one really kind of was kicking my butt for a little bit, but I think I know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to spray paint these guys black, and we're going to build out that way. All the figures, white, white. We're going to prime white. Who else did we have here that I was really blown? Yes, this is a white figure that is going to be primed white. Most of the characters are going to be primed white. White, white. Because of how much flesh there's involved, that I believe that they would work best. These are actually going to be primed blue. Okay, and you're going to see these worked on. These are the water loas, I believe they're called. I'm glad I was able to. I'm just going to answer a couple questions here, folks. I'm sorry. Do you have the play mats as well? No, I do not. Let's see. Drum roll. Look at those minis. Are those Eva ballerinas on the bottom row? Well, we're going to pick them up. We're going to take a look at them, Leroy. I'm glad I was able to get on the Kickstarter even after I missed it and missed the late pledge. SB allowed me to get in the SP, I believe, Kickstarter after I emailed them. Very cool. Glad I caught this live. I can't wait for the painting. I need to get back into it. Incredible looking minis. Yes, they are very incredible looking minis. And the detail is here is where we're going to, and let me zoom this in a little bit. Like I said, I'm not the most professional guy, but you know something? We're going to give you our best. Okay, I really want you guys to see what we're going to be doing here. I'm going to prime these blue, and the reason I'm going to prime them blue, it's kind of, if you ever see me do Blood Rage with the water serpent, we are going to really make her stand out as a water elemental, basically. Excuse me. We got our rock dude here. That's just bringing it old school. So I believe tomorrow you're going to see everything in the top row. These 2 guys, all the animates, and these, we should be able to take care of all those in our first run. Okay, which isn't too bad. Okay, there's actually a couple animates here, and let's go over here. Then the following day, taped, you're going to see the actual figures get painted. I think that's kind of key. We have a couple of animates here. These guys I'm going to figure out, but they are for different types of missions. You know, we got some really neat kind of things here that we can add in. These I'd like to add in because these are the these swords. I thought they had skulls too, but I guess it's just a cardboard thing. I thought they actually printed out skulls. I could be wrong. Hey, what do I know, right? Over here, let's really take a look. This one I'm still kind of thinking about how I want to attack it. So, you know, I do have a day or two. And, I mean, look at that. I mean, that's absolutely fantastic. But a lot of him is this just really weird kind of fleshy kind of thing going on. And then over here we have this plant kind of thing going on. I really love the figure up there. We're really gonna we're gonna give these things we're gonna give them the time they deserve, and we want to make sure that we really get enough art. I was hoping to get my hands on the art book, and but there's enough art in the books that really stand out and really make these things just pop. So you have enough here. The tree, I think we're going to take care of very quickly. That's a home run. If you've seen me do any folklore, that's the kind of idea I have. This guy here, though, definitely we are going to prime him black. I would have had him primed today. I think it would have been really nice to do. We're definitely going to prime him black, and then we're going to work out. We're going to work out. This I see as a very brass and bright type of thing. His hands, just like the picture that on the front, he has that corn red kind of look. And then we're just going to build the evil around him. Now, you could do this two ways, because if you look at the pictures, there's some bright spots. But if you prime him white, you're going to spend a lot of time with the brush trying to get that black on. And black on white, that's kind of hard. And it might be too bright. I think just going black over this guy and then working the areas around and building them outwards always is an easier task and more efficient for us. So when we get off this stream, where do you think I'm going? I'm going right outside and priming away. What do we got here? Well, that thing looks angry. Look at that. And there's some things that I haven't seen or been able to catch my eye on. These guys definitely have to be primed black, I believe. And I can get away with the water sprites going white, and I think that's the way I might work it out. There's a couple things that I want to game plan. I want to make sure that we get our main heroes done. I'm planning on having all this done by Saturday, Sunday morning sometime, and I'm talking about this included. I think I can do it. It's going to take some work. We're going to film it. We're going to make sure that we have it. One of the best things that we have here is repetition in figures, and sometimes that's the best thing to have. I'm sorry if I'm floating a little bit. Let me just check and see if you guys got anything for me while I'm down here. Yes, a crossover. I painted Hunt for the Ring and Starship Samurai this week. Hey, Pete, I will send you pictures. That's very cool, Pete. Yeah, the Shadow Lord. What brand of primer do I use? I will use anything I can really get my hands on. I've been using the Krylon Strict Primer. A lot of people make the mistake by going to a primer that says paint and primer. Then you're going to get that sticky feel to it. You don't want that. Make sure it just says primer for plastics. And I've got a can over there, but I'm just really not going to work my way over there. Excuse me. I'm also dealing with a little bit of a head cold too on top of it. Real, what's up? Stephanie is an artist for the game, FYI. And yes, oh, well, there you go. She is like the most fantastic person anyways, because the art on this thing is ridiculous. Stephanie Guffiston, try a Xenial Primer black with a small light burst of white from the tip, yeah, that's kind of exactly where I was going. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's really cool. I believe in you, Rob. Your painting skills are amazing. You'll make these look good. I hope so, because when you have Stephanie in here and you have somebody that passionately has done something so fantastic, okay? It'd be a disservice, number one, to rush through them, which I don't rush. I just paint fast. And I try to make it easy so you guys can do it, okay? I bring it back so you guys can do it and feel proud about what you put on the table. The best thing you can do is paint it and do that artist justice by giving it your best and getting something that means something on the table. And enjoying it. That's the most important thing. They built this world, and now you become immersed in it, because first of all, the art is ridiculous, and when you have passion projects like this, this is why I do what I do. Okay, this is why I get excited the way I do. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but you know this. What you know, when people like this take and put so much heart and passion into it, and you get sucked into it, and I did. I got sucked into it the minute Alex sent me that email, and I looked, and I go, "What's this?" And I looked, and I kept on looking, and I wanted to know more and more. It's been almost fun learning as much as this very day when we have the product and we're going to put the work in and play some amazing games and share it with you guys and have fun and have you guys involved. And that's a beautiful thing. All right, I rambled enough. Going to be amazing to watch all this. Rob has videos where he goes to a craft store and gives advice on what to buy and what not to buy. Well, those were okay. You could try adding a gloss to the beast and give them a slimy look. Very true, but you can also you can get the same result with a good wash and a palette flesh. I think that's what it is. By matter of fact, I believe I have it right up front here. No, I don't. Now you made me a liar. Now you made me a liar. Palette witch flesh would almost cause the same thing. Casey Huff. I was more than willing to wait for this Kickstarter to deliver. They put so much extra love into exactly my point. Exactly. My point exactly. That's, I mean, what more can you want? Let me just take a sip here. Ugh. I've been rambling. How long are we here? Okay, I don't want to make this a long, drawn-out thing. Let's go back and take a look at a few more things on the table here. Some very interesting. These are very interesting. I got her figured out. You know, having this kind of... This is my girl. This is probably one of my favorite figures, and I can't wait to really get at. Really some amazing stuff. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else. We've got a couple of these, and I've got to really break these down. These are very nice. Let me see if there's anything else that you missed. Right there. Oh, the ballerinas. That's what somebody wanted to see. They're not ballerinas. I think they're... Well, they're just nasty. Oh, well, here you go. We got one broken mini already. I guess that came off somewhere. We'll figure that one out. Well, it wasn't off her. We'll find out where the arm fell off of. I believe it's our friend here. All right. Hey, that's why we have glue, right? We can fix that. Yeah, it's right here. So we can fix that. If we have the piece, it just it came off. Like I said, this box came a bit damaged. That's all right. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We always do. I'm not OCD. And I'm not making fun of anybody OCD. I'm just saying I'm not, so it's not a problem with me. I'm just somebody that will make this work. I mean, these are just absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic miniatures. We've got more of these animates here. All right, there you go. What else did we miss? Yeah, these are the ones that I really think palette witch flesh. And then we can work our way in with it, because they are kind of like a fleshy type creature. Very cool. So I'm going to pick out a bunch. We're going to do this live tomorrow. I believe we're going to get going around 3:30. We'll be ready for you. We'll get going. We'll go through that. We'll cut it short after about an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2. And then we're going to do some taping into the evening. And then that next day around 11 a.m. you'll see another video pop up. So there you go. I think we covered it all. All right. The buff dude looks awesome. All right, well, let me pull out the buff dude, because you want to see the buff dude. My man here. Yeah, he looks like a lot of fun, especially with the sunglasses, and you know, he's working it. Hairy chest. I love the hammers. Very, very cool. Very, 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 very cool. All right. Hey, what can I say? Another Kickstarter for an expansion is planned, somebody said. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, there you go. We made it quick. We made it painless. We don't draw it out. You're going to see 1,000 unboxings, but I wanted to give you a game plan. I wanted to go into the game a little bit in the box. I wanted to show you what was going on, and that's the way we do things here. A little unconventional. It's not a traditional unboxing. I think you have a good idea. You know what you're looking forward to. I hope you're excited as I'm excited to bring this to you. Okay, tomorrow, let's get to work. We've got a lot of work to do. We want to get this going. So when we play, we're playing with painted figures, done, ready, and you get the full immersion of a beautiful, fantastic experience that these guys and gals have just put together and really busted their butts over the last couple of years for. Hey, what more can I say than that? All right. With that said, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. With that said, okay, I think I've said it all. We've done it all. Get ready. We're going to go for a fantastic ride. Tomorrow, 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, we're going to start painting. I'll go as long as I can, and then I really have to film some stuff. So get ready. We'll get going and get this where it needs to be. Without further ado, thank you so much, all of you, for sticking your head in here. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And until next time, it is your old pal Rob saying we will see you soon.